I know you've been hurt, not just scratched, but deeply wounded by people you trusted, people you loved, people you thought would never do you wrong. I know forgiving them feels like betrayal, because how do you forgive someone who tore your heart apart and walked away like it meant nothing? God is saying today, let it go, not for them, but for you, because until you forgive, you can't move forward. God forgave you when you didn't deserve it, when your hands were stained with sin, when your words were filled with pride, when your heart turned cold, and He still said, I forgive you, not because you earned it, but because love demanded it. Forgiveness is choosing peace. It's saying, you don't get to control my story anymore. It's strength wrapped in grace. Look at Jesus on the cross, nails in His hands, a crown of thorns on His head, blood dripping down His face, and still, He said, Father, forgive them. Not because they apologized, not because they changed, but because He refused to let hate win. That's godly forgiveness. I know what you're thinking, but they don't deserve forgiveness. You're right, they don't, but neither did you, neither did I, neither did any of us. And yet, God still forgave, because forgiveness isn't about them deserving it. It's about you becoming free. Some of you have been praying for breakthrough, but God is whispering, break the chains first. Chains of bitterness, chains of grudges, chains of memories you replayed just to feel the pain again. God's saying, let me handle the justice. God's forgiveness wasn't partial, it was complete. He didn't forgive halfway. He didn't say, I'll forgive if you act right. He said, I forgive you fully because my grace is greater than your sin. That's how we're called to forgive, fully, freely, faithfully. Forgiveness doesn't make you weak. It proves how strong your spirit has become. Because anyone can hold a grudge, but it takes divine strength to let go. Anyone can curse their enemies, but it takes the heart of God to pray for them. And when you forgive, heaven takes notice. When you release what hurt you, you make space for what's meant for you. Godly forgiveness is the highest form of love. It's saying, I choose mercy over memory. It's saying, God's grace flows through me, not bitterness. And every time you forgive, you look more like Him. Maybe you've been holding something against yourself too. Something you said, something you did. And even though God has forgiven you, you still haven't forgiven you. If God, who knows every detail of your sins, has already released you, then who are you to hold yourself hostage? Mercy has already washed it clean. There's a reason God said, forgive as I have forgiven you. Because He knows that unforgiveness keeps you chained to your past. But forgiveness sets you free to walk into your destiny. You can't carry yesterday's pain into tomorrow's blessing. You can't see the new thing God is doing if your eyes are clouded with anger.